One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to College Park, Maryland, SECU Stadium, better known as the Snake Pit and home of the Terps. The Terrapins will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Michigan Wolverines offense will start this game off with the football. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays. Right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Gets it to him on the screen. Got room at the 35. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. Completing a forward pass was much like solving the Rubik's Cube for Michigan a year ago, but now, Jesse, they have the nation's top recruit in Bryce Underwood, and the key is to develop him.
Yes, because he is the future for Michigan. There is no question about it. And you just saw just 2 seasons ago, when you've got a quarterback who's dynamic, who's highly recruited and developed, a guy like J.J. McCarthy, the sky's the limit for Michigan. You can win national championships. That's the hope for the Wolverines moving forward.
The Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Simpson. It's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. Coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. And the Wolverines back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. To the air, it's Underwood. He's got it on the run. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Quarterback keeps it. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan.
And that's why this offense is so hard to stop, guys. This quarterback can hurt you throwing it and running it. With his speed, he can make people look silly. And you saw it right there on the opening drive of the game. What a beautiful touchdown.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Maryland's offense will take the field for the first time. And they are going to be met up front by a defensive line group that is going to make life miserable on the offensive line and the quarterback in this whole offense, David.
And this offense is fully aware of the challenge in front of them. This defensive line is quick, they're physical, they're powerful. They wreck games. They individually take over because of their greatness. It's focal point 1, 2, and 3, Jesse.
They're physical and athletic, and that's the thing that's so dynamic about this position group, right? They stop the run, they get after your quarterback. Tremendous challenge for this offensive line to try and match that physicality. We'll see if they can get it done.
Motion from the wide receiver. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Not able to hook up the air, incomplete. Let's take a minute to talk about Maryland. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise continuing to get louder and louder. Haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable.
Dropping back, it's Underwood. He just missed the target. Gotta put it on his body. Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary. 5-star defensive back. Gives them a verbal. What a huge boost. Looking to take a shot. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. Guys, let's chat about Michigan. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. He'll fit right in.
No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. Gives it on the option. There he goes. Made a defender miss. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. And the Terrapins want to pick up the tempo. To the ground, he's got it again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. The screen, and watch out. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. Rides the back on the option to give. He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line. And here comes the field goal unit. This might be a little easier if it were straight on, but a 43-yarder from the right hash. Between the uprights, it's good. That'll bring him to within 4. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, every game in the Big Ten so very critical. How about this one today? Illinois is ahead right now, but the school that produced the likes of Dick Butkus and Red Grange has some work to do before this is over. They're up by 4 over Wisconsin. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Fires to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Back to pass. It's Underwood. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. The give on the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And how about that defense? In the backfield, nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for loss.
And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. And that third down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete. The Wolverines will punt it away on 4th down. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. The hand to the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Webb. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down. The Terrapins want to crank the tempo.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Leaves it with the back. Stuff on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a 1st down. To the air, it's Washington. Under fire. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And the Terrapins decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. So here comes the Michigan offense. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. It's been a season to remember so far, fresh off their new top 10 ranking. How far can this team go?
Well, they're starting to get there now, right? And I think once you get some big wins, Jesse, and you start to climb up, you start to feel that in the momentum. Confidence that it builds with your squad. I think we might just be scratching the surface with this group.
Yeah, that's the difference with this team is it feels like they're really starting to believe. We always knew they were talented. They knew it too, but getting some of these big...
Turning it on! He's out of bounds after a big pickup, but there's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back. That penalty cost them a third down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. And the Wolverines need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. Back to pass, it's Washington. They've got the screen set up. At the 45 on his way. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. First and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Got the first down and more. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on first and 10. Here's the pressure. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. The Terrapins have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Smith.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Third and goal, where you separate the wheat from the chaff. From the gun, wants to pass. Big fella moving. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Well, he won't have any problem with the distance, but the angle could be a different story from the left. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. That brings them to within 1.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Working that left side now. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. The Wolverines in a good spot here with second and short. Quick pass on the jet motion. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Faced with a third and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And the Wolverines send out the punt unit. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Clement. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking downfield on first down. Heaves it deep. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Throws to the wideout. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Fires to the wideout. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking to throw, it's Washington. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in College Park. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today.
The Wolverines will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain. And the Terrapins with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Holds and fires complete to the right. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Looking for a productive play on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Bring in the heat. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. So now it's second and long. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He has the first and still on his feet. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Terrapins are flying down the field. Off-play action. Right on the money. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. And the Terrapins come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it. But the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop. And now you set up third down. And this offensive line's going to have to play a lot better here.
Sexy, it's not pretty, it's actually kind of old school because people don't really run a lot of QB sneaks anymore. You don't even see quarterbacks under center that much. But what do? You keep your momentum going. You've already strung together a bunch of plays. Now is not the time to get super aggressive. Way to go high percentage, run the quarterback sneak, get the first down.
The Terrapins trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The play action fake. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. It's complete to the left. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. No good. And guys, not only a miss, but a missed opportunity to take the lead. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. He'll do it himself on the draw. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the third quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. To the air. It's Underwood. Grabbed over the middle. It's Moore. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a first down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off play action on first down. Throws for the tight end. Already find a hole in that secondary. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. The Wolverines are threatening in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Caught over the middle. It's Moore. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Using the quick game. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. And the Wolverines didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So first down will open up the final period. Hold and fire complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Washington. Here's a heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. And the defense drags him down. And the Terrapins are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Spits it out to the back. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The Terrapins are marching down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. Blasted as he lets it go. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on 2nd down. Gets it out fast.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Wants to throw again. Got room to work. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets them a first at the 29. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Terrapins with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? The offense set for a first down play. Leaves it with the back. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking downfield, it's Washington. Takes the easy throw in the flat. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. The Terrapins need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. They send the tight end in motion. They're going back to the ground. He stopped right there, short of the first down, in this defense trying to preserve the lead. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. He got it. That'll cut this lead down to 5. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. UTSA is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed Alamo Dome, but they've struggled to really pull away. They're up by 4 over East Carolina. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Moore. Oh, he's got some space. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Wolverines come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. Clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. And the Wolverines will have it 1st and 10. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And he has had a long... At the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. The give to the tailback. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
He gets enough for the first down. Crowd is silent. Chains are moving. Clock still going.
I think the biggest thing you're probably disappointed in on offense is your lack of success running the football. And they've tried to give this guy the ball a few times in this game. Here we are in the 4th quarter. Still not a lot to show for it. Game really close in this juncture. And you just wonder how many more times are they going to give him a try handing the ball off.
Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. to the tight end. They'll stop him at the 31. Let's mark it off at 5 yards, and that will be a first down. I'd advise just throwing this one away. He'll take a shot. And he reels it in for a touchdown, and that just might seal it. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence from that.
And you want